Dying Light 2 just got another major update and it is insane. The main focus of this update is that now you have unlimited stamina with the exception of combat using the paraglider or grappling hook, sprinting using crowd honor or bash, or being underwater. This is huge because it potentially eliminates the need for upgrading your stamina at all, since any climbing you do, including hanging on ledges, no longer makes you fall. There are a lot of areas that are designed to be reached later on in the game and that now have either no or very few limitations and can be reached much sooner. Combine this with a weapon that recovers stamina on quick attack and you'll basically never deplete it. I also tested drop kicks, and although they do use stamina, it's such a small amount that you will recover it by the time you stand back up. Dodges also don't use stamina, so you're only limited to the number you can do before falling and not based on your remaining stamina. This was done to match how the stamina system works in Dying Light 1 as well as the Beast, which I think is a good thing and will make the Beast a lot more fun without having to worry about falling because you didn't climb good enough early on. Now there is an exception to this though, which is during the intro of the game when going through the Pilgrim's Path and markers of the Plague quests. Since having your stamina drain is part of the story, it's not really avoidable, but after that though, it should be mostly unlimited stamina for the rest of the game. For the other fixes and improvements added to the game in this update, they fixed some unclear messaging after being kicked in co-op. The tower raid mostly got visual bugs fixed as well as a glitch with the lower body workout bounty. For the gameplay, the flashlight was reworked in main quest cutscenes and dialogue. Both of those were also revived for a more streamlined story, but I'm not sure how that is affecting anything, so let me know in the comments what changes to the cutscenes and dialogue you've noticed. They also fixed the issue with online status not showing properly for your friends that are in the co-op menu. And for some of the technical fixes, various crashes were addressed, and internal slots being blocked by non-droppable items should be fixed as well. Now, I didn't go over all the patch notes, so if you want to check them out, I'll have them linked in the description below. Another addition with this update is the GRE Mascot Bundle. This bundle gives you the Big Globby outfit, which is an elephant with a hoodie. You also get the Squasher Hammer, which deals more damage the more stamina you use. The Lil Gobby Explosive attracts enemies to it and says, "I love you" before exploding. The charm is called the Penny Pusher Token, and it gives you extra pushback on enemies. And finally, you get the Playtime Paraglider. I like the more playful look of the outfit, and just makes me hope that we'll get a Bobber the Beaver outfit in the Beast. The weapon, however, is not great. It does come as an exotic weapon and you can get a slight damage increase and a larger boost when your stamina is depleted, but it does so little damage that you can almost use any other weapon in the game and kill enemies faster. Here's a showcase of what it's like attacking a group of renegades with the hammer. It takes so many hits to take them out. Compare that to the polearm that I'm using in this clip, which is still not even my best weapon. I slice through the enemies like they're made of paper. The only thing going for the hammer is the noise it makes when you hit something. Now for the new explosive, it's definitely more fun to use. It can take out a decent amount of zombies and the distance they travel is pretty good. I like that it combines the distraction of a decoy and the destruction of a grenade. The charm is supposed to give extra pushback when you hit an enemy, but I barely noticed anything with both the new hammer and this gamma knife. Overall, if you're looking for a goofy bundle with some novelty items, then I would definitely say that you'll probably have some fun with this one. Otherwise, this bundle really isn't worth it in my opinion. Speaking of the bundles, you can claim the Villador Touchdown Bundle and the Gladius Sword for free until September 4th in the in-game store. On top of that, a ton of bundles are currently on sale, so if you are wanting to get one, now is a good time. If you haven't yet played Dying Light 1, then you're in luck because it'll be free to play on Steam from August 21st through the 25th. You won't be able to keep it after that, but you can still play as much as you want during those days. Also, if you haven't picked up either game and you want to check them out on PC, then both are on sale on Steam and the Epic Games Store through the 21st. You can even use my Epic Games creator code RGENT to help support the channel. One nice little reward for players who have a Pilgrim Outpost account is the Spectral Bat. You can claim this on your dashboard page. Once you do, it'll be available in the Beast when it releases, and it looks like it'll appear in your stash in the game along with the blueprint. This also means that most likely the docket codes that have been found up to now will also show up in your stash with their own blueprints as well. I just hope that the blueprint system from the Dying Light 1 and the first two Dead Island games are factored more into the Beast so we can search for unique blueprints in the game. I know they eventually added them to Dying Light 2, but out of over 100 plus that you can obtain, only around 40 of them can be found in the game, and the rest are from bundles or events, which is not the way it should be in the Beast. Techland also shared some more information about the Beast with Nvidia, and we got to see what the game will look like with ray tracing in 4K. First and foremost, the ray tracing being turned on looks fantastic, and I would love to play the game like that. However, this is where the concerns also start for me. In the description of that video, they said that a 5090 at 4K max settings was used for the footage. This means that without DLSS4, even one of the top GPUs you can get will struggle to run the game with the ray tracing and will stay well below 60 FPS. I know that without ray tracing and using lower settings and resolutions should resolve that problem, but what does this mean for people who don't have a 5090? Currently on Steam, the top most used GPUs are things like the 3060 and its Ti variant, the 4060 and its Ti variant, the 3070 and the 4070, which all pale in comparison to the 5090. Will the beast be the next PC melter, or will the specs be more rational without ray tracing turned on? We'll have to wait for Techland to release the system requirements to be more sure of that answer. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on this update and all the other information covered in this video. If you want to see more Dying Light and other content, then make sure to like and subscribe and check out my other socials linked in the description to not miss out on anything. Thanks for watching, see you next time.